Alright, welcome back guys. Today we got a lot of work ahead of us. We're going to rebuild the sump stand. I decided to do that before I put together the new frag tank. So we're going to have to disassemble the sump and all the components and put the new wood in, and then we'll reassemble that. And then we'll do a little bit of work on the new frag tank. So let's get started. So here's another look at this gap that we have going on under here. You can see it's like really soft and not supporting the tank very much, so that's why we're taking this out. Alright, so the reason we're going to replace the board under this sump before building the new frag tank is because I'm going to be hard plumbing it, and I don't want to have to move all that hard plumbing in order to change it out later. So let's do it. So we got all the pumps out, the water's drained. We threw all the pumps in some citric acid, clean them up while we're changing out the board. So we're doing good. We'll keep going. Alright guys, so we got it all off, the old board all off, and now we're gonna get the new board and try to put it in there. Alright, so here's the new board that we cut out. We sealed it this time, that way if it gets wet we're not gonna have that problem. But we did buy a mat to put over the top, and you'll see that a little bit later. So we're gonna get this board in now. Alright, so we were lucky. The wood fit in okay. There's a little trouble getting it in there, but we got it in. So we're going to screw that down, and then we're going to cover it with the rubber mat that I bought. So let's do it. Alright guys, so we put in the new rubber shelf liner on top, protect the wood a little bit better. Now we're just going to clean all our equipment up and get it all put back together. Alright guys, so we completed it. Let's take a look. Got the new mat down, everything back in the sump, calcium reactor running. Let's have a look on the other side. So I said we're going to do a little bit of work on the new frag tank, the one that we're building. So what we're going to do is drill 2 holes in the bottom piece. This is before I assemble it, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it and why I'm going to do it. So let's get started. Okay, so basically what I have, we're going to do a 1-inch drain on this end of the tank, a stack drain, and then we're going to do the return line on this side. The reason I'm going through the bottom for both is, well, basically the return line, we kind of don't want pipes sticking out of the side of the tank, so I'm just going to go through the bottom and do a stack return. Okay, so let me get my drill gun, my hole saw. I already marked my holes. Just a little side note, I have this panel clamped down so that it's not going to move on me. Basically what I want to do is just drill through the plexiglass first, and then we're going to remove this bottom piece, and we're going to use a larger hole saw to follow through on the wood so that I have room for the nut and be able to tighten the nut from underneath. So let's get started. Okay, so now that we got our holes drilled, as you can see, we're basically just drilled through the plexiglass. So now what we're going to do is remove this plexiglass panel. We're going to set that aside. Now you can see exactly where we're going to drill through the stand. So we're going to pull this back. We got a larger hole saw. We're going to drill our hole through the stand. Just like that. so we got the holes all drilled out. We have the rubber mat back down on top. So we're going to get our piece of plexiglass. Set that on top. Try our bulkheads out. As you can see, looking good. Our other bulkhead in down here. That should be good. And then we're going to have a stack coming up here for the drain to the level that I want it to drain. And we'll have our return line down here. Now let's take a look underneath and I'll show you why I did the bigger hole. So here you can see that leaves us enough room to put a nut on there and we won't have any issues. Alright guys, if you're still here, I appreciate the support. If you're a subscriber, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, be sure and subscribe to the channel to watch me build this tank and plumb it out. Happy reefing.